So welcome to DMR Deep Dive. My name is Nick Risch, the president of DMR Events. Today I have with me Steve Timko. He is the vice president of operations with DMR Events. Welcome and thank you for joining us, Steve.
Thank you.
So what inspired you to become a part of the hospitality industry and what path led you to the position you hold today?
In college, it was a good job to help pay the bills, get started in life, and I got stuck in food service and I never left. Here we are 40 years later.
So how does starting in the food service industry today compare to when you first entered the industry? What do you see the differences are and what young people need to know today?
The biggest difference, I was talking to my kids about this question, was when I started, there were no cell phones. No one had a phone until about 10 years into my career. And everybody has phones, and now everything's either app-based or you have to text or phone calls or emails, just everything. Technology and keeping up with that and how things change with clocking in, clocking out. Uh, those are just, it's been a big adjustment.
You got a good point there because a lot of times you talk about, there's the positives of it. We could get our jobs from there. We could get our hours. We could clock in. We can clock out. We get all this information, but we could also get ourselves in trouble by always being on our phone. I'm just as guilty of it as anybody else. I yell at my kids for being on their phone, but I can't say I'm not guilty of always checking your phone, checking your emails, checking your text, or just scrolling through useless videos online. So that's a good point. Just knowing when to use technology and when not to. So, and a lot of times you talked about starting this in college. How do you take this job and push it to somebody with little experience? With someone with that minimal experience, what are the effective ways for them to be able to build their skills as a server, as a bartender, and steps they could grow within this industry?
The biggest things are just being willing to listen and take direction, uh, and then just deciding where you want to take your career. I started as a dishwasher and maybe as a waiter with catering, worked my way up to director of operations at the catering company in a very short amount of time. But if you're willing to do what you're told, work hard, be on time, you can go very far as you want to take yourself in this industry, or you can settle in and there's always jobs available in that niche that you've decided to pick.
So yeah, you talked about kind of like where you want to put your career. So is career growth in the industry challenging? How competitive is it? How long does it take for advancement? What are that expectation for somebody young coming into the industry?
There's always opportunities. If you decide early on that you want to become a manager, again, I would pick a manager that you want to be your mentor or to shadow and kind of model things after them. And there will always be opportunities available because I think food service is one of the few careers that's not going anywhere. It's not like a robot can take over managing a bunch of people or be managed by AI. There has to be a person there with that human touch and able to make those slight adjustments that are needed as things go along.
So in your position, you got a unique view from both sides of the looking glass. I kind of see it. You get to see what the employer needs and wants and their headaches and issues. And then you also get to see what the worker needs and wants and the headaches that they have in the environment. So based off your experience working with DMR and in the industry, what are some do's and don'ts that you want to share with someone either new to the hospitality industry or that's been in it? What do you see that gets people to advance and also gets them in trouble?
The biggest things are being on time for your first shift. Give extra time. Allow yourself to find your way to meet the people that you're going to be working with. Stay off your phone, as Nick mentioned earlier. Uh, Take your breaks when appropriate, not, oh, I've been at work an hour, it's time for me to take a 30-minute break. Work hard, and then the clients will then ask you to come back on a repeated basis, and you can grow your career from there. It's pretty easy, or it sounds pretty easy, but doing those things on a daily basis, it's hard for some people, but that can advance you far and take you far in this industry.
That's one of the things I've definitely noticed is taking those anybody's always willing to help you with those skills of how to carry a tray, how to serve a plate, how to clear off a table, all that stuff. If you come in on time with a good attitude, saying yes, chef, no, chef, yes, sir, no, ma'am, what can we do to help out? If you come in with that good, strong, positive attitude, and like Steve said, on time is a huge thing, and be just willing to put your head down and work. everybody is willing to help you with those skills that you may not be strong in, as far as, again, carrying or clearing or knowing exactly when to do stuff, if you have that good attitude and that good work ethic.
Agreed.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Steve, for joining us for this episode of DMR Deep Dive, where we take a look into the hospitality industry and how we could grow it and make it better. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day.
Thank you.